This should be played at high volume.
This is Barbershop Talk.
Coming to you live from the DMV. This is Barbershop Talk.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Good morning, DMV. This is the Barbershop Talk. Coming back to you live and direct after our little holiday break. You know, Happy New Year. It's 2017. Starting fresh. Trying to keep everything new and exciting for you. And like I said, we're going to try to keep it consistent. I am one of your co-hosts, Jeremy, a.k.a. Big Papa, here with you as always. We got the homie with the fresh line of Amo in the building.
That's right.
That's you.
That's me.
And we got Kareem back in.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
To help bring some matureness to it, along with myself. And of course, you know, the CEO of this whole thing, Blanders Brewers, is in the house as always because this is his house.
Literally.
So, you know, I don't think we could do it without him here. And and we got a special guest in the building. He's like a security guy. Like where'd you say you was from?
/ MMA fighter, upcoming.
MMA fighter, personal trainer, security guy. He does a little bit of it all. And like I tell you, the guys not sure, bro. I got like old pregnant brain, so I forgot your name that quick. So what was your name?
All good, Demetrius Supreme.
Demetrius, that's right,
Yes,
Supreme. I kept hearing you say D Supreme.
D Supreme in the building.
I came from home. I felt a little weird just saying it though, like D Supreme, like that just felt like an advertisement for your junk, but
or maybe a present,
something. But
Demetrius,
and
Demetrius.
you know we got our new engineer stepping in tonight. RAM, that spells Ram.
Yes, sir.
What up, man? It's good to have you.
It's good to be here, man. It's good to be here, man.
You know, it's good to be back. You know, we had a long, 3 weeks? 3 weeks off?
3 weeks hiatus, man.
You know, and the holidays is crazy, so, you know, we didn't want to give y'all like a half-ass show. So we just took the time off to, you know, to be with our families and do what we needed to do. So I want to welcome everybody that's on, you know, Facebook Live right now. I know we got it going on. We got Instagram Live popping. I got my Facebook Live popping. So, you know.
And this week we going on YouTube, so tune in.
Yeah, we're actually going to start putting our videos on the YouTube channel, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Everybody's very excited about that. So we're definitely going to keep it moving. Just try to keep improving. You know, this thing is a process, and you know, we're being patient, but we're
Just like marriage, it's a process.
Yeah, we're getting down the river.
And if you're not following us, follow us, man.
Yes, please follow us on everything, on Instagram, Twitter, Snap, Facebook.
If you don't follow us, we don't like you. Straight up. We just don't like people who don't follow us.
I won't say that.
That's
I would just chalk it up to
I
would just chalk it up to some of y'all just, you know, haven't realized, you know, where we're going with it. And you know, once things start popping off, then you'll jump on the bandwagon. And, you know, it's kind of like the cowboy fan effect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when things don't look so sharp, you know, cats is hiding in the bushes.
Ooh, shots fired, Mr. Dev Johnson. Shots fired.
I know Dev. I told Dev I'm gonna get him on the show because he's probably the craziest DMV Cowboys fan I know. So I was like,
man.
we got to get him.
It's gonna be a long day for them, by the way.
You think so?
I'm just gonna go out and say that.
All right, well, we're going to get into that, but we're going to go ahead and start the show off like we normally do with the freestyle session. For those of you that don't know, the freestyle session is we talk about anything and everything from sports, hip-hop, some TMZ news, whatever you want to say, that's not directly related to sports, but, you know, has crossed paths. So the first thing we're going to kick off with is this whole Chris Brown and Soulja Boy beef. I don't even know who to tackle it first, so I'm going to let Amo jump on it because I don't really have an opinion of it. So, Amo, let's jump in.
All right, first off, they're both Bameless. All right, second of all, Soulja Boy is just going to lose. I don't know. It's so dumb how it started just based off liking a pig. That's that high school drama, all right? And when I was younger, I was always told, say the drama for your mama. That came from my 8th grade teacher, all right? leave that S at home. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring that on the social media. Chris Brown, you're stupid for, I guess, overreacting on somebody liking your picture and put heart emojis, whatever the hell it was. I don't know what the hell he did. All right, but Chris Brown lost his cool, and that's wrong on your part.
But that was about Karuchi, right?
Yeah, off that woman Karuchi, she ugly.
I
They both.
I want to say, nah, she not.
Maybe she not. It don't matter what she is, man. But like two dudes fighting over a chick, that's so childish. All right. All I gotta say is, Soulja Boy, if he does go follow through on this fight, he's gonna get his tail whooped.
Great.
Sure.
What you got on that?
K-Ron. Man, I don't even want to give this any energy, to be honest with you. But if I'm gonna have to speak on it, I'm not even gonna mention names because I don't want to give them shine.
Right.
But what I would say is, once upon a time, there was a celebrity boxing match. I don't know if anybody remembers this. I was thinking about this back in the I remember DMX introduced Sticky Fingers from Onyx to fight or box some skater. I don't know if you remember on MTV.
Oh, yeah. They used to have the celebrity boxing matches.
And Sticky got his ass beat. Now, Sticky was from Onyx, right? The bald-headed clan. These guys was like
For anybody over 30
roughest
that might remember
dudes
Onyx.
back in the day, and got his ass beat on MTV. And 50 Cent even shouted it out in the song too. So it's not good for your career, I would say.
Demetrius, what you got?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I don't know why we entertaining this as people overall. I just think it's bad for the culture.
It's our
overall.
society, man.
You know what I mean?
We give a damn.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what's bad first. If actually it happens, I mean, Soulja Boy is just gonna get rocked, man. I just don't see him winning unless he gets lucky.
Right.
I just don't see him doing anything. I mean, he looks like he never even stepped into the gym until like last week. Finally stepped. I mean, it's gonna
His
be
workout videos are kind of like.
Wait, Soulja Boy has workout videos?
You ever seen it?
You ever seen? Oh man,
What is it? You
My man,
like?
my man on the treadmill looking.
It's terrible.
Yeah, man. I mean,
it's terrible, man.
You know what I mean? But we just need to do better, man. We can't give like real shine, like Kareem said, to people like that, man. Come on, man.
Landis, I know you want to jump in because I know you presented this topic. So what you think about it?
Soulja Boy, look at me.
Soulja Boy, pay attention,
Stop
Soulja.
playing yourself, man. Chris Brown, stop playing yourself.
Stop playing yourself.
You guys don't fight. We're all from the suburbs. I'm from the suburbs.
Suburbs.
I pretend to be
Mountain.
when I pretend to be cool when I go to Alexandria in DC, but
Mountain in the building.
Stop playing. But listen, it's ridiculous. It's sad as a society that we pay attention to crap like this.
Yes.
But hey, Soulja Boy has found a way to get his name trending. So, and we are all paying attention to
For the
it.
wrong reason.
So, hey, you can't hit on the guy.
Hey.
He found a way to generate, publicity.
I don't get where all
It's
this
so
gang culture
funny.
is
I'm
coming
sorry,
from.
but it's
Where's all this
so
gang
funny.
culture coming from, Soulja Boy?
Yeah.
I'll tell him.
What about you, Big Papa? I want to hear because you.
I'm gonna go ahead and bring it around.
Bring it around town.
I'm with K-Ron. Like I don't want to spend any more energy on this than I need to. I think that this is what's wrong with us as a people.
Thank you.
That first of all, you got a dude that nobody cares about in Soulja Boy, and then you got an R&B dude talking about they're gonna have a celebrity fight, and it's going to be hot for a minute, and then it's going to happen, and it's going to be over, and nobody's going to be paying attention to it. Like anybody that thinks that Soulja Boy is a thug is delusional. Anybody that really thinks Chris Brown is a thug is delusional.
Is it cool to be a thug now these days?
What is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you got to keep your pants below your waist. Always wear a bandana. Talk a lot.
Me personally, I'm more concerned about like financial thugs and political thugs.
Real thugs,
exactly.
The
Like the
IRS
IRS.
behind
Like,
the
like,
IRS.
like somebody wearing skinny jeans with a gun.
not thug to
like
me.
that's played out. Like somebody that can like hack my bank account. Those are the thugs that scare
Those are
me.
the guys you got
I mean,
to worry
but like
about.
I think
Cyber thugs.
to me, like the saddest thing is someone's gonna get hurt
Yeah.
eventually.
Hey, it's all good. As long as it's one of them and not me, it's all good.
Think about
But-
it. So, go ahead.
Shout out to Max watching us on the live.
What up, Max?
What up,
I
man?
mean, all right, I gotta move on from this.
Thank you.
I'm done
You
with
can't
it.
do it anymore, Big
I can't
Papa.
do it.
Tough topic. Tough topic.
All I gotta say is, Soulja Boy, you are worth over $20 million. He is a rich guy. Find something to do with your life and stop trying to generate followers or whatever you're trying to do by getting attention, by trying to go into your... First of all,
Yeah,
when you go to your hood and get beat up, or get your neck slapped or something.
Who
then
said
it's
soldier
a
ass
problem.
from the hood?
Yeah, I used to like Yulin or whatever that was, but
Superman.
I didn't really think if he fought me,
that
it
was
would go
like
good for
10
him.
years ago, man. Soldier Boy is over.
Yeah.
But
Stop liking on Karuch's pick.
Yeah, Soldier, can you just stop liking Karuchi's picks? Can we just stop it so we can move forward?
Stop.
Just don't like the chick's pick. That's it.
let's
Done.
just end it right there.
Over.
So I want to know what
Jesus
you guys got
Christ.
into over the break, over the vacation.
I hated on. Okay, one thing I hated about the Christmas break was the Star Wars thing. Everybody went crazy over the Star Wars.
I saw Rogue One.
And I'm a foreign guy. Listen, I am from Africa. I didn't grow up in America understanding the whole Star Wars, obsession or whatever it is. I just knew about this one kid who has lifesavers and he fights guy with spiking it. To show you how ignorant I am when it comes to
It's okay,
Star
though.
Wars.
It's
But
okay.
I know. Big Papa, you're a fan of Star Wars. How would you describe it in a way for me to relate to it? What can you compare it to?
For the novice Star Wars fan, I would put it in this context. All right, so imagine a scenario where there's a drug dealer in the hood, and he starts off, low key. He has a couple of kids, gets separated from the baby moms. And he goes on to become like a drug lord, like a big drug lord.
Okay.
All right, and let's say his son grows up without really any knowledge of him and becomes like a cop.
Okay.
All right, so you when you put it in that kind of context and they come back together, but it's like on some street stuff where the son is trying to arrest the father, and then he finds out like, oh, this is my dad.
Oh shit.
You need to pay for this,
Right.
For this.
I want to watch this.
I want to watch this
Right.
version.
This-
of Star
I wanna
Wars.
watch that.
I was saying this the other night. I was like,
This is
imagine
dope.
how dope it would be if they
Yeah.
took Star Wars and put it in a relatable genre and like
That would
turned
actually
it into
be-
like
Yeah, that
kind
would
of
actually be
like Star
I think
Wars
we
meets
just got a
Power.
movie right there.
Star Wars meets
Yeah.
Like
Hood Wars.
Hood Wars? Whoa.
Oh, did you
I'm
just come up with
just-
something?
I'm just saying.
Trademark
like,
Black Wars?
Hey,
you can't tell me that wouldn't be a dope parody. Because especially for the people that really understand Star Wars, like I said, I just started getting into it, so people have been explaining it to me. But breaking it down to its rawest form is really just about a father that's on the wrong side of the tracks, and he's trying to get his son to come join the Empire, but the son is like, nah, bump
Son's
that.
like, nah.
Like I'm
trying to
a
go to
good
school.
guy,
Yeah.
right?
I know they're good, yeah.
Like he got aims on being like the detective or commissioner or whatever.
He's trying to be a cop.
Yeah,
The
like
whole time, Dad's a gangster.
yeah.
King Kong
That's riveting.
ain't got
Right.
nothing.
That's riveting.
Oh, that's my
And I'm
movie
just
right there.
saying,
I'm so
like,
off track.
I don't know what you would call Darth Vader. Like, you could figure out some kind of name. Like, he could rock all black all the time.
That like
Don V.
Morgan Freeman,
Yeah.
but cover his face.
Don V.
He would just be I don't know, Morgan Freeman as
Morgan
Darth
Freeman.
Vader.
Freeman
You
doesn't-
can't. William
Morgan
Freeman
Freeman
is not a
doesn't-
bad guy.
He's not a blood.
Cover his voice.
Hell nah, no. He cannot.
If I
be-
see Morgan Freeman, you automatically trust Morgan Freeman. Whatever Morgan Freeman says,
I can't
it's
front.
gold.
Like, if I found out Morgan Freeman was my father, I would go sell drugs.
You know how happy I would be?
Like, if he was like, yo, son, come join the evil empire, I'm like,
Yes.
Say no more.
I'm with it, Pop.
Okay.
Say no more.
What about you, man? Like,
I actually watched Star Wars a lot.
are you a fan? Are you?
I'm really not a fan. It's just not that interesting to me. So I watch just to kind of learn about it, but to me, it's just not a big deal.
Alright,
I was
well,
gonna say, Amo's the regular resident expert, so
We
we
love Star Wars.
I know.
all right, man. You got
Listen.
2 minutes. To,
Here's the thing,
get out
okay?
all this.
Just
I
summarize.
respect you guys' opinion, but you're wrong.
Get a
All
Star
of you.
Wars talk.
All right,
Wow.
all of you guys are
Oh, wow.
wrong.
How do you
Okay,
start
Force
off by
is strong
saying
with
that?
me.
So I love
All
that
right?
guy.
I
Maybe
love-
30 seconds now.
First of all, for a sci-fi film, it's probably excellent because not only do you have a theme, you also have great plot to the stories. 2 trilogies, episodes 1, 2, and 3, and episodes 4, 5, and 6. The OGs are the OGs. All right. If you haven't watched it, go watch it because I
But
didn't get.
why
it
do
spoiled for
you
me.
like Star Wars?
Because it's so amazing with the fact that
Amazingly
special
boring?
effects with weapons that they have in a galaxy that you wish you could be a part of. How awesome would it be if I could close the door right now without actually closing the door and using the force to close the door? Huh?
It's pretty dope.
You know,
I can't-
I have a question though. I would join the dark side
Listen,
immediately. I wouldn't
I
even
have a
think
question.
about it.
What's your
That way,
question?
How do you
That question.
compare Star Wars to Marvel? Like the Marvel movies?
Alright, first of
Wolverine
all,
would destroy.
those are superheroes.
Stop it.
Those are
Just
superheroes.
stop.
Same things.
First of all,
Stop
those are
it.
superheroes. These are actual people, humans, that have abilities. And it's almost true. You feel like you can actually
but
be a part of it. Alright? The Force is real.
Can I just
Forget you guys.
Can I just interject?
Yes, please,
I'm gonna say the
please.
last
Go
thing from 80s baby's perspective.
And can we leave this
okay?
Star
And then
Wars
we leave
thing
this
alone? I
alone.
hate
We
Star
leave Star
Wars.
Wars. We're gonna grab Star Wars. We're gonna take Soldier Boy.
I
We're
hate
gonna
you.
take Chris Brown, put him in a box, throw him in the ocean. Now I'm gonna say this, okay?
Yeah.
When Star Wars came out, it came out before what was it?
Our time, yeah.
79,
78,
78, 79. I was born in 82.
Was somebody
A
born?
New
Okay.
Hope was
Yeah. Anyways,
George Lucas.
that was the first time anybody has seen anything like that. It was groundbreaking as far as filmmaking is concerned.
Yeah.
It was groundbreaking. The special effects that we laugh at back then was like mind blowing. Like, what is that? Bright laser going across? Are they flying in space? What?
Yeah.
What is going on? And that's what was so special. On top of the story's pretty dope. You know what I mean? If you make it relatable or not. So, they revisited it like 8 times, right? 8 times.
Yeah.
And they maintain the freshness of the story, and it goes chronologically backwards. So,
Yeah.
They've done the right
yeah.
quite a bit.
So it's one of those things. If you haven't grown up with it, if you haven't watched it from the first, it's tough to grab. So
Well, look, I'll just say this,
Very tough.
just to wrap it all up with the Star Wars talk. I loved Rogue One. I know a ton of people that feel the same way as me. I would go see it again, and if I could be a Jedi, I would love to do that whole choke move thing that Darth Vader does. Like, that would be so dope if somebody is just talking trash and hating on you. You just
silence them.
You just clench them
Oh,
up.
that's what I'm saying. You immediately join
Like,
the dark
oh,
side.
what's up? Oh, I can't hear you. But enough of that. So we're gonna move on to the next subject at hand, and that is J-Lo and Drake bunned up. I know everybody saw the picture on Instagram or whatever social media feed that you frequent. I'm just gonna say Drake is my hero. So I don't know.
Can I hate?
Please.
Do you guys mind if I hate?
No,
man.
there has to
Go
be
ahead.
some hate.
Can I hate?
Come on,
Go
man.
ahead.
Go ahead, get your hate
So,
on, bro.
Hey,
You guys want to hear? I don't know. Maybe it's my thesis. I haven't wrote it, but it's my
Go ahead.
thesis.
Go ahead.
Drake has managed to make everybody in his world believe that he is the ladies' man. If I told you that I believe Drake was gay or feminine, was gay, but managed to make you guys believe that he's dating everybody who's attractive, would you think there's some logic to it?
but why would you automatically deduce?
Have you ever seen
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Drake concerts in person? Have you ever seen his hand movements, his body? Have you ever seen a guy have
That doesn't make
50
it
of the most
feminine.
beautiful women at his table and then only hang out with his guy friends because?
Maybe he likes the company. Like,
Okay,
You can
let's
be
keep
cool
making
with your
excuses.
guys.
I
You
love
can be cool
Drake.
with your
I'm
guys.
Drake's biggest fan. Everybody know I am Drake's biggest fan.
well,
But I see something to it.
listen.
Drake is Drake.
Listen.
All right, let me just-
Drizzy, do your thing, man. Don't mind the haters. You
That's
know
what I'm here for.
J-Lo, I'm not. I mean, she's like what, 45, 43,
No, she's
whatever.
50.
Whoa, man.
That's
Hey,
his mom.
man, listen.
Time flies.
Listen.
She a fine wine.
Drake,
She's better with age.
Indeed,
Drake,
bro.
do your thing, brother. You have the vote of all the real men out there. You know what I mean?
I look at Landon's like, ouch. Real man.
Real men out there. I wish I was you right there. I'm just saying.
Who
You got-
doesn't?
I mean, literally. I mean, come on, man. You can't hit on him, man.
You-
Do your thing,
You
brother.
shouldn't, but you can, but you shouldn't.
So why is he not? Why is he not with Rihanna? If he was with that, wasn't he? That wasn't that
Because
last
things
week?
happen. Things happen all the time.
He was like, look,
K-Rock,
Listen,
what you got, man?
above all that, above all this Drake business, I want to talk to J-Lo, or as I like to call, as you know,
J-Lo manifesto.
as I just, I know her on a personal basis. I'm not gonna get too deep in it, but I mean, I call her Jenny.
Jenny.
from where?
From where's she from?
Listen, it's not important. You don't need to know that. Can I talk? Thank you.
Okay.
Jenny, listen, I know it's been a long time, and the last time we spoke, we had some words, and I was a jerk, Jenny. I was a jerk, but I need you to come back. All right, you made me see the error in my ways. Okay, you got this You got this
I
soft,
understand, man.
this soft dude over here. Yeah, he makes music. Yeah, so what? He got a lot of money. Yeah, so what? He's all over the TV. You don't need none of that. Just come back. I'll take care of you. Don't leave me again, please.
Yo, I'm tripping because everybody got quiet.
Did I get emotional? Did I get emotional?
I was into that. I felt it.
Did you feel it? I felt it. You felt it?
That's why I
That's
felt it.
most important.
Hey, man, so I know,
Did you
like,
see that?
when you was talking, I had that like LL Cool J, I Need Love vibe.
Bruh, we need Ram. Make a note. I need LL Cool J. I need you to spin it backwards. And did you? And then when I was talking to the microphone, I felt like she was on the other end listening to me.
No, I mean you was.
I feel like she was there.
probably
Like I'm like
there,
this.
bro.
I wanted to like caress the mic almost. Like
She say she wasn't.
she's probably at the gym. I'm
She's
listening.
a fan of Barbershop.
202-534.
Call
I'll fill those. You already know the last four, baby.
Amo, how you feeling? You hating or you loving?
I'm on the fence, man, because you know what? I'm gonna flip the script on you.
Okay.
All right. Nicki Minaj is single.
Oh snap!
Yeah, she is. Yes, she is.
She
Oh,
broke up
both
with me, but
sides.
she going to get back with her old boy.
Nah, man, because he take too much L's. Anyway.
Oh wow.
First of all, I'm just
Golly.
saying, like, I'm happy for Drake. You know what I'm saying? I never want to, throw shade on. I was gonna say shine. Throw shade at somebody like that. However, I'm just saying you can do better.
You gonna make them too much.
Yo, I got
Don't give him too much. Don't give him too much.
Hey, this weekend you can catch Amo at karaoke at Blackfin. Come check him out.
Yep.
I'm impressed.
D Supreme, what you got?
Yeah, I mean, just to tell you, man, like, if you on the top of the game, you can get anybody you want. You know what I mean? Drake, I mean, think about it. Like, 09, Drake was just a regular guy, really. Drake was
regular
just
light-skinned guy who was
regular
Jewish.
guy, Jewish guy. Literally, he got picked on and everything.
Wow.
But now, look at Drake, man. Nobody can
He went
touch
from a
Drake.
wheelchair to J-Lo.
Yeah.
No,
I wouldn't go that far.
Yo,
But-
I'm gonna say this because I like having the last word on the thing. I'm putting Drake in that category with Derek Jeter, but for music.
Yeah, of course.
Like Derek
got
Jeter's
to. Derek
catalog
Jeter's-
of
Woo!
women
Resume?
was
Bro, heavy.
was serious, and nobody ever questioned his sexuality.
Never.
I mean,
He's sustainable.
Drake got that pretty boy light skin thing going on. and-
Drake is not a pretty. He's an ugly light-skinned
I'm
guy.
saying he freaks it, and women will beg to differ. Like your opinion of his looks means nothing to me.
I mean, he's dated more attractive women than me. I love my wife,
and
but
that's what I'm saying.
You got me in my feelings.
Because my thing is, I think that he's really setting the blueprint. Because while we're all out here trying to wife every fine chick we meet, he'll go mess with Serena. He'll mess with Rihanna.
he never messed with Rihanna. That was never proven. That's the point I've been trying to make on the show.
He's a little salty about this.
It was the implication.
Something happened.
I seen Rihanna hug him. I've seen him carry him.
I'm just saying,
Now, listen.
whatever
Something
has happened,
happened, man. Come
this
on.
cat has been
Yo,
in
these
the
days,
company
all you
of
need
some
is
very
Netflix.
beautiful women.
Yeah.
Now, if they're if your whole situation where you think he might be,
Playing
gay,
around.
Which it doesn't make a difference to me.
it's true, and they're just helping him cover it up for whatever reason, then hey, it is what it is. But just looking at it on the surface,
Yeah.
that picture with J-Lo curled up in his lap, like that looked like a Christmas card.
But she did that trying to get back at me. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
that was a publicity.
It was all about K-Ron.
That's what I'm saying,
Hey,
Jenny.
y'all-
I know.
y'all heard it
I understand, boo. Come back. I know you listening.
Hey, y'all heard it here first, man.
Call Abdul, I miss you.
Hey, Big Papa, this is about sports. You want to give me some sports today?
Let's talk about
We're gonna go
sports.
ahead and end the
Switch it
freestyle
up.
session. Everybody got to air out their little grievances with everything, but we're gonna go ahead and jump on a sports topic, and let's talk about the NFL playoffs. A lot of teams, are sitting on the couch now. They felt good for a hot minute. They had made the playoffs, but now they sitting at home.
Playoffs.
I don't know, like
Talking about playoffs?
I think Amo might. He seems like he's ready to.
Amo, please chime in.
All right, first off, man, let's talk about the DMV's greatest team, Washington Redskins.
Why are we talking about them again?
Yeah.
You're not even a player.
Where do I start? First off, okay, disappointing. It's a Washington thing, honestly. We have to set up the perfect scenario to break your heart. It's not just like, we were 2-12 at some point, and then the last 2 games of the season we just wanted to throw away to get a good draft pick. No. It was a win and you're in situation because there was no way in hell Green Bay or Lions were going to tie. Everybody knew that. Everybody named Mama knew that. But on top of that, we had the number 2 offense in the league. We had a mediocre, crappy defense, but they get turnovers every now and then in clutch situations.
Yeah.
But we cannot blame nobody but ourselves. Injury bug, sure, that happens to every team. Every team gets hit with the injury bug. However, we were performing so well. We beat the Giants before. What was wrong with it? We just didn't perform. We didn't execute. We didn't do what we were supposed to do. And it is a Washington thing. And I kid you not, we have to set up the perfect scenario for us to break your hearts. That's literally what every Washington sports team has done. Capitals do it in Game 7 in the playoffs. Redskins trying to make the playoffs. Winning your in scenario, we lose. All right, the Wizards. Game 7 against LeBron, we'll lose. Washington Mystics, lose. DC United, make it to the playoffs and lose.
Caps, what do they always do?
The Caps is Game 7. I don't know, man. It's a Washington thing. And they're out of the NFL playoffs, and NFC is up for grabs.
Now that pity party's over, let's talk about teams that actually made the playoffs.
And this coming from a Redskins fan, so there was a little anger behind there.
I'm over it. I'm glad they didn't make the playoffs, but I want to actually talk about teams that made the playoffs.
He's crying.
So we had Miami. Miami lost to Pittsburgh.
Yep, got blown out.
Anybody got any feelings on that?
Yeah, bro. Pittsburgh's looking
They are
good.
who we thought they were.
Are we talking about the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you think? I mean, did you think Ryan Tannehill was going to beat Pittsburgh? So how's Matt Moore?
He didn't even play.
Yeah, I didn't think they had a chance. So I was really disappointed in the effort in that game. Like it was over before it really began.
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
Le'Veon Bell had a great game. Antonio Brown does what he does always.
Yeah.
Just killing secondaries, like a true assassin.
Right.
But it was overall it was just piss poor effort. And I mean they had a backup quarterback. So what? Like if your backup can't come in and win a game for you, then he should be your backup quarterback. But I don't know, like out of all the playoffs teams, so we had Pittsburgh, Miami, Seattle, Detroit. We had
Raiders, Texans.
The Raiders, Texans,
and the Giants,
Green Bay, and Giants. Like of those teams, like who didn't bring it?
Yeah, I feel like the Giants just I watched the first half. They had that game, man.
You think so?
Yeah, they dropped how many balls in the end zone? First quarter. Come on, man. It's
that ain't had it to me though.
Huh?
Continue.
Yeah, Odell didn't show up.
Could have had it.
Definitely didn't show up, and that defense. Hail Mary at the end too. Kind of like a lucky break, but I just feel like the Giants, they had a recipe to beat the Packers. You get a good defense, and then Cromartie got hurt also.
True.
Yeah, so it's just like a lot of things didn't go their way, but I just feel like the receivers, they had like 3 drop balls in like less than 10 minutes. Literally, when I was watching the game, I was looking at them, I was like, they were moving the balls. And but then they just couldn't finish, man.
While we're on the Giants, are you feeding into this whole thing with OBJ and them going to Florida? Do you think that distracted them?
No, I really don't think it had anything to do with it. But the thing is, as a professional, he has to be more mature than that. Literally.
I agree.
You know what I mean? You have to be more mature than that. He's 24, give him benefit, But the thing is, you're pro.
You leave work. I don't clock you.
No, but it's different. It's different because in case I ever get into a DUI or something, they can actually file me. They can file me because there's always a domestic clause in the contract. Right. So it's like you're a pro. You know what I mean? You have to act like a pro.
Right. As far as the effort that the Giants receivers put out there, I think it was definitely lacking. You got to consider where you're playing. You're playing in the historic Lambeau Field, right? Lambeau Field's cold, in the fall. All right, it's freezing come December.
Right.
Come January, February, it's the coldest place on earth, right? So, you're watching social media and you see the Giants receivers, braving the tundra, if you will, stepping out on the field, with their shirt off. Yeah, that's well and good, but that was 1 o'clock. That was 1 p.m. When's game time? Game time was, basically nightfall. Temperature, shifted 10, 15 degrees. Good job, tough guy. You're out there with your shirt off in the cold, but it's, in the middle of the afternoon. So that played a big factor in the show in Victor Cruz.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think them going to Miami prior to it had to do anything with it. It could have been time they could have watched game film and help out, their cause. But for the most part, they're professionals. They knew what they were doing, and sometimes they just don't show up, man. That's how the Giants are. They'll show up against you week 17 of the season, and then come playoff time, they'll choke.
Football is not the same anymore. Since the Ravens lost and Joe Flacco.
Oh Lord.
You guys knew I was gonna come to this. I don't know why you guys are surprised. It's me.
No,
I'm with you.
I mean, have your moratorium.
I'm in the same boat.
I
Sports fans.
would like to, on January 9th, 2017, I'd like to start a petition to get Joe Flacco out of the state of Maryland.
Wow.
Before we continue to waste Justin Tucker's talent and our great defense's talent.
Justin Tucker's talent?
Justin Tucker,
These
kicker's
things-
talent.
Justin Tucker?
He's the only one scoring.
Am I
the best kicker in the league.
Am I gonna finish?
No, we go. Hey, Amo got his.
Yeah, go ahead,
We're gonna let him
Landis.
have his 2
I feel
minutes.
you, Landis.
All right, go ahead, man.
Justin
Continue.
Tucker.
Everybody
go
like
on.
me again? All right.
Yeah.
Justin
So,
Tucker.
Now, we had the best kicker in the game. We had the best defense. Well, one of the best defenses in the game, top 5, and we had probably the worst quarterback who should probably be in the Pac-12 playing football for us. But we paid him $20 million. Now, I just gotta get that off. The playoffs, I enjoy playoff football. I will say this, Mr. Loyal, I enjoy seeing the Steelers destroy the Dolphins because it showed to the NFL world that we need to do something with this playoff system. You cannot have the Dolphins, who the Ravens beat by 20-something points in the playoffs when we were sitting home. Am I salty about it? Yeah. But did I enjoy seeing AB and Le'Veon Bell go off? It was good. It was good. Did I enjoy seeing the Giants lose? Derek? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But I will say, whatever you do outside of your personal job, I do not come to the bank and tell you, hey, Jeremy, I saw you yesterday when you left the bank, you want to go ball out at MGM. No, I don't. Everybody's a professional. Wasn't Tom Brady the same guy in Paris about 2 weeks before he came back? Why isn't that judged differently? Oh, because it wasn't before the game. But it's no. But it's young dudes who took their time. They won the game or whatever they did. They took money out of their pockets. Didn't commit a crime. Went to Miami and partied with Justin Bieber and came back. If I'm an NFL player, let me do that because I deserve that. You don't tell me. I don't tell you when you leave Nissan, Amo. You have to go home, stay in, and come back.
But wouldn't it
That's
be
my
better,
problem.
I feel you, but wouldn't it be better if that time was used to say, I don't know, if game film, practice, talk with a coach?
Wouldn't it be fair to say, hey, that maybe you should check people's oils? You should maybe call them and get a Carfax while you're off work? No. So what's the difference? It's standards.
It's not another game. It's actually the playoff.
This
is the road
oh
to
my
the
God! It's
Super
still
Bowl.
foot. Listen, at the end of the day, it's still football. I hate different. I hate generalization. Listen, there's not. If this was Riley Cooper, and yes, I'm going to go there. If this was Riley, yes. If this was Riley Cooper, Tim Tebow, and what Jared Allen, who was going to the Bahamas before they were playing in the Super Bowl, it would not be made a big deal. Yeah. You guys, we are all part of the media now. That's what we are. So we have to stress this. But it was all about nothing. It didn't have anything to do with Odell dropping passes. No, it didn't.
Like, okay, there's two sides of the story, and I kind of understand both sides. Now, you have to get this, right? You know, too much is given, much is required.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With all the talent that he has a responsibility.
Is it a Spider-Man thing?
Yes.
Okay.
So he has a big influence on the kids. You know what I mean? You have to take that into consideration. Now, think about it this way, right? Anybody that thinks race or him being young didn't come into play by the way, you know what I mean, the media is treating him, I mean, it's just foolish. You know what I mean?
You're
You're being
naive.
very naive, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's happening. But the other side is this, though. I just think that with everything that you know now, how you're going to get criticized, you got to be smart about it. You know what I mean? First thing, if you have a both party, just everybody that has a phone, just turn off the phone. Easy stuff like this. You
So
know what
don't
I mean?
live anymore. Don't have a
no,
life.
no. You can live.
Don't
Enjoy
post
the
it.
moment, but just don't post it. You know what I mean? Because perception these days is reality, unfortunately.
Right.
I'm still upset about your little QB comment, man. You want to get rid of Joe Flacco? Here's a
You
trade.
want him? You want him in New
You
York?
don't really mean it.
You want him in New York?
Here's a trade. Okay, I'll trade you Fitzpatrick. Okay.
Give me Fitzpatrick, who threw 27 touchdowns
28th in
the
the
year
league.
before.
28th in the league for your number 7 ranking quarterback in the NFL.
What?
Your number 7 who threw 4,000 touchdowns.
Look at-
4,000 yards, excuse me,
On
and
the
31
most
touchdowns.
attempts almost in history. He
31
threw for almost
That
700
was,
attempts.
that was Flacco's stats for this year.
Flacco threw for
Over
4,000 yards.
and
Oh,
31
wow.
touchdowns.
How many?
know that.
How many?
Ranked 7th in the league, and I'll trade you that all day.
How many
Matter of fact,
attempts?
take all my quarterbacks. Take
Look
all
at
of them
Joe-
and Amo. I'll throw Amo in there. Take Amo too.
There's a man who's selling his family now.
Oh,
Second, I'll take Flacco.
Hey,
That's
listen,
right.
hey, now that I got money, yo.
I just
hey,
put you on the team, dog.
Hey, we coming up.
Listen,
Baby. We all eat.
Give me my
bro.
3%
I got
later.
it.
And-
Right there, we made
The
it.
backup long snapper.
I think Kareem forgot to say that Joe Flacco also had the most attempts almost in NFL history thrown. I think Kareem also forgot to say that Joe Flacco averaged about almost 5 yards per pass attempts. So if you're throwing for 4,000 yards, that's irrelevant.
Hey,
Come on, baby.
Look, Flacco had a good year, but just to wrap the whole thing up on OBJ and them going to Florida, I would just say I agree with Landis. Like I think times have changed to where I think athletes don't care. Like I don't. If he cared, he wouldn't have put that on social media. Like I think OBJ is one of those players that is going to do what he wants to do, how he wants to do it, and I don't think he really cares. I don't think any of the backlash or anything is fading him. But when, like D was saying, like when you put yourself out there for those experts that are on NFL Network and CBS, and most of those cats are from yesteryear. They're from the other generation of the NFL where you focused on football 24 hours a day, and the only time you didn't was when it was the off season and all of that. You leave yourself open to that kind of scrutinizing, but I don't think it really faded them any. I just think that they were on their game. I really think they came out there and they dropped balls. OBJ has been dropping balls all year, but when you put it with him going to Florida and it being him having his shirt off before the game, and everybody wants to have a reason to say that he didn't perform, and when I think he just didn't come to play.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he just didn't come to play, and that's all you can really say about the whole situation. But I will say on the whole game itself, Aaron Rodgers is a beast. Like
Yes.
he started off the season slow, but the way that cat maneuvers in the pocket, it's ridiculous for him to stay alive for almost 10 seconds on a pass. Like DBs can't cover that long.
Exactly.
And I mean, he was back there tap dancing. Like somebody said, he was back there playing Dance Dance Revolution with the Giants.
What do you guys
D-line.
think about the Cowboys then? Cowboys Packers?
I mean, looking forward to next week. I mean, it's gonna be a good game.
I definitely got Seahawks and Cowboys winning.
I mean, it very well could shake out like that. I mean, I'm hoping and praying every week that the Cowboys lose, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping and
Nah,
praying. But
I actually want them to win though.
Yeah, but I mean, the realist in me is like, hey, they're a good team, and I got them going to the Super Bowl losing to the Patriots. I mean, we're just skipping ahead a few rounds.
I mean,
And as much as it pains me to say that, but I don't know.
because the way I'm looking at it, I want them to win the Super Bowl, the Cowboys, just for the sake of like, I want to see how the whole Tony Romo is going to shake. Like now, if they go at that, they actually win with the rookie quarterback. Now, how are you going to bring Romo now into the whole Congo?
You want to tackle that?
Romo?
Yeah.
Romo's going to get a job next year regardless. It's just not going to be with Dallas.
Cleveland.
I think as far as the Cowboys are concerned, I think they're... Listen, man. after Aaron Rodgers' performance last night, or was it last night? 2 nights ago, excuse me. I'm going to say this. If I'm the Cowboys, I'm worried. Because the Giants had one of the best secondaries out. You know, we won't say defense. Let's just say secondary. No, I want to speak on their secondary. Okay. I've seen their secondary make plays over and over again. Okay.
NYPD,
but you know, you compare that to what Dallas got. Dallas has a great defensive line. They have excellent linebackers. If I were to rank Dallas's secondary and put them against the Giants secondary, I would pick the Giants all day. So I'm a little worried if I'm Dallas. Okay, Aaron Rodgers is in go mode. Okay, this guy is what I said before is Tom Brady of the NFC, and he's coming for that ring. So, you know, if I'm the Dallas again, I got to run the ball, drain as much clock as possible, and try to keep Aaron Rodgers off the field.
Fair enough. However, are the Packers going to be the same with or without Jordy Nelson? Jordy Nelson is injured at the moment. There's no status update on him, but should he be in the lineup off those 2 broken ribs? Yeah, I'd give advantage Packers. Should Jordy Nelson not be there? I'm on the fence 50-50 because Dallas is on the roll right now. As hard as it is for me to say that. But I will say this. Rodgers does have more experience than, you know, Dak Prescott in the quarterbacking situation in the playoffs. So I'd rather go with experience over luck or skill in that sense. However, out of the representatives of the NFC, I still give it to the Seahawks for some odd reason, man. I just feel like the Seahawks, been there, done that. Pete Carroll, they have consistency. It will just somehow fall in for them. The way they do that. And Devin Hester might get his first ring. I mean, he was struggling with regular season, and then all of a sudden, you know, they pick him up in the playoffs for that.
He actually was second in the league in kick return for the Ravens this year. We cut him because he dropped the punt. I see the Packers winning. The reason why is I think them playing at AT&T Stadium is actually favors Rodgers. You saw what he did in the cold. Yeah. Put him in a dorm. Jerry Ward. Now, what do the Cowboys do best in the league?
Run the ball.
In December outside. I think the Cowboys, in a sick way or in a weird way, they should have wanted to play at Lambeau. Rodgers' career, I mean, is awesome at Lambeau, but I feel like you giving Aaron Rodgers no weather restrictions, what do you think he's going to do if he does that at Lambeau?
He's going to slang that.
So I think Dallas would have actually had a better chance of winning at Lambeau because they can run the ball, control the time. They're in Wisconsin. It's cold as hell. Yeah. Tom Brady looks like God there. So put him in AT&T Stadium. I don't know if there's any to be above God. I mean, but I think it actually works out better for them to play at the. I mean, look at see the logic in it. Don't just kind of play it over. See the logic in it.
No, I mean, I'm listening to what you're saying, and I mean, there's definitely logic in what you're saying. My biggest question is, can Green Bay stop Dallas's running game? Because that's where everything goes. Because when their running game is clicking, Dak has all kinds of time to throw the ball. Like every throw he makes is that much easier when the running game is clicking. And that's the key. Stopping Zeke and just realizing, like, and I don't consider myself to be like some kind of defensive coordinator expert, film breakdown expert, but it's really telegraphed when they're going to go to Dez. Like, they never really go to Dez deep until they get on the plus side of the 50.
True.
Because they know that he ain't going to run away from nobody. He ain't the player that he used to be. But if they can get him to the 40-yard line, it always seems like every single game they take a shot to him. And if somebody actually would pay attention to the film, I think they could figure that out. Now, whether you know Green Bay's DBs can hold up or not, because they got they banged up. But I think that if they actually could slow down Zeke enough and force him to pass, or if they can score enough to make Dallas one-dimensional, I think that's going to be the difference in the game. And I give Green Bay a chance. Green Bay definitely has a chance to beat them, but I still got Dallas somehow finding a way to win just because they just been on one this year. And as much as it pains me to say it, because at every turn while I've been hoping for them Cats to lose, they find a way to win.
Yeah.
And just being a realist and being unbiased as a media person, I just see them winning. But
now, to me, I feel like the recipe to beat the Packers is run the ball. You make sure that Rodgers doesn't have the ball, but they have to score early. Because once they score early, Rodgers won't have time. Because the only reason why Rodgers has time is not really the DBs. The D line has to show up. If the Cowboys D line shows up, it's gonna be over. Because he won't have time to run it. Especially if Nelson's out. I mean, I don't think that he's gonna have time.
That's any great quarterback.
But I don't think Nelson's injury is as devastating, because honestly and truthfully, they were still clicking without him.
Exactly.
And he got out of the hospital, so there's a chance he might play.
Yeah.
But I'm just looking at it. The Green Bay has enough firepower. I think the biggest injury for them is Ty Montgomery.
Yeah,
now,
but
Christian Michael played well when he got in there.
There's another plays. Apparently, that's what Lee told me that.
But,
Packers fan.
I mean, from the plays that he did know, he was churning it up.
Yeah,
So,
Montgomery is crazy.
They're gonna figure out a way.
Christian Michael. Christian Michael. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
So,
I know what you meant.
And I think you're going to see a lot more of Jared Cook in the couple games to come. Should they make it
Yeah,
further?
tight end.
Remember, Aaron Rodgers loves a tight end. First of all, a Green Bay quarterback loves tight ends. Period. But Aaron Rodgers misses that from Jermichael Finley, and you're going to see that more in Jared Cook. Watch. So,
I love the NFL playoffs. I think it's the best time of the year for me as a fan. And I know all you guys love football too. So, but I want to shift gears now.
MVP though, Jay. Before should he be considered big time after leading the NFL in passing touchdowns this year? Many people didn't know that. Aaron Rodgers.
Tom Brady's
should
my
he be?
MVP.
Should Aaron Rodgers be a legitimate?
Matt Ryan was leading the league.
Not anymore. Check the stats.
I mean, after one playoff game.
I'm regular season.
Yeah, the MVP is based on regular season.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers led the NFL in passing touchdowns this year.
I think his slow start. I think he's going to be there. He might end up being second, but I still give it.
I mean, his body will work.
See,
man.
I gotta give it Zeke,
I hate
man.
because it's the whole body.
Zeke. I'm sorry, man.
I think the whole package, the whole season should be looked at. Aaron, I mean, can I?
The whole season is looked at.
But
the whole regular season.
From somebody who lost most of his weapons at the beginning of the year, we scrutinized him when we were losing. The dude told us, "Listen, we're gonna go on the road.
We're gonna run the table."
Aaron Rodgers, for this the second time in the last 3 years, he's told us what he was gonna do and did it.
I'm sorry. Can I just end this so we can move forward? Tom Brady did it with 4 games less. Can we just move forward? He did it with 4 games less.
Yeah, but Jimmy also fried at the quarterback. and what's his name? Brissett also fried.
When we're talking about individual stats, if we're going to categorize wins, that's one thing. But we're talking about passing yards, touchdowns, and quarterback statistics. That you don't rank wins. Mm-hmm. You do, but you're really looking at individual statistics.
Individual statistics.
Brady did
better.
Brady's a top 15 statistical quarterback and played 4 less games.
He played in the same system since 2001. That helps.
But
that's not in the conversation. But that's not in the conversation. That has nothing to do with it.
Rodgers is playing in the same system.
To me,
his whole career.
Zeke is the MVP, man. I'm sorry, man.
Nah, squash that noise.
Zeke is the MVP.
Zeke is a rookie.
My grandma can run behind that.
With him and Dak on the same team, he is not winning the MVP. He might be your MVP, but Zeke is not winning the MVP.
Because the reason why I'm giving him
because he's not even better than Le'Veon Bell.
He's not. I hate that comparison.
But
he's not better than Todd Gurley. I'm telling you.
And that's the issue.
He's very good.
He's not better than Todd Gurley.
There's two different issues. There's 2 different issues, right?
He won't win.
Is being a better player or have a better season. It's 2 different things.
Yeah, Le'Veon's a better player.
But being a better player means nothing when it's about production.
That's what I'm saying. So this year, who had a better production? Zeke.
Le'Veon did.
No,
Zeke had a better production.
In the time of
Le'Veon
missed
Le'Veon
4 games.
Bell missed 3 games, and he still has equal, if not better, stats than Zeke.
And now look at the production of wins. Look at how he affected the whole team. The Cowboys only lost what? They lost twice the whole year.
I'm telling you.
And who was a big part of that?
The offensive line.
Offensive line.
Dallas
They
is
have the best
offensive.
offensive line in the league.
We do gotta give Zeke
Come
some
on, he's
credit.
I don't get it. I don't
I
get
give
it.
Zeke some credit,
'Cause
but
who-
I'm trying to say he is not winning the MVP. He might get MVP votes. He'll probably come in maybe third at best.
He'll win Offensive Rookie of the Year.
But
if you're a scouting talent, just
Yes.
just pure talent, and you're
Zeke
looking
is an
at it,
animal.
and
There's
you
no
see
doubt
what
about it.
Le'Veon Bell does, and you see what Zeke does. They're two different running styles. One is going to follow his blocking and run right up the middle.
And
The
more
other one
explosive.
is going to just flat out create out of nothing.
But Zeke doesn't have to create because
Exactly.
the holes is as wide as the Lincoln Tunnel.
How many
but
times
it-
has
but it-
Roethlisberger been sacked? So you know that line has been leaky.
Yeah.
But what Le'Veon Bell does is kind of what Shady does. Is kind of what Barry used
He's a
to
little
do.
bit better than Shady.
Right.
Only three.
No. Adrian Peterson was just a man child.
No, there's
He's
only
an animal.
3 running backs that run like that. You have what started it to me. Barry. I mean, hey, listen, man, I'm old. I'm not that old. Player.
You never
Relax.
bring. Oh, whoa!
Barry.
Don't bring bad.
Barry.
into
I watched Barry.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I saw Shady, and I was like, wow. He reminds me kind of the shiftiness, and then you see Le'Veon, and it's like 2.0. It's like 2.0. Now, where he ends his career, who's to say? All I'm saying is his running style resembles the aforementioned one too. You know, so
But the MVP vote is definitely going to be interesting to see how it shakes out. It might all depend on what happens in
the playoffs.
Even though it's supposed to be based on regular season, it might have something to do with what happens in the postseason. But I'm just saying, it's the NFL is fantastic, but I want to shift gears now because we got to jump in and start talking about some NBA action. Now, if you want to talk about MVPs, let's talk about NBA MVPs.
Oof.
Landis, who's your NBA MVP?
Oh, you guys already know. I'm a very conceited guy, and I would go with Russell Westbrook, the best player,
Westbrook.
the best athlete in basketball, the most ruthless athlete I have ever seen step on the court since Jordan and Kobe Bean Bryant.
Kobe Bean?
Now, listen, James Harden deserves some credit because he was made to be a point guard. He was made to just be a guard because I thought he could play point guard a long time ago. He's one of the most unselfish players. He's just a great scorer.
You don't
now,
play defense though.
the reason why I'm telling you that Russell will win the MVP,
Okay.
is because this dude is going on I'm a Kobe Bryant fan.
Okay.
This dude is going on a historic streak that because he's we have a thing in society that in our generation we don't like to crown people as greatness. Or that's
true.
great.
That's true.
Would you admit that?
Yeah.
There's still some people who would tell you that LeBron's as I don't believe that I used to, but I'm a realist. I think God, it's just been about this moment.
So Russell's your MVP.
Russell's my MVP, and I think it shouldn't even be close because of what he's dealing with, and just the eye test. What does the eye test tells you? The eye test tells me that when he gets on the court, there is no guard in basketball who will stand in front of him.
Did you watch the game on Friday?
No, I watch games. I don't watch highlights.
Did you watch the game?
Yeah.
Did you actually watch
I watched
Houston versus OKC? You watched what happened the last play?
What when he got fouled?
No, when Russell Westbrook took the ball, tried to do everything by himself, and then he ended up losing the ball.
And he made that
Lost the
cool.
shot.
That guy,
And then-
that jersey made it cool.
And then what happened is James Harden had the ball, and instead of shooting, he passed the ball.
He's a smarter.
But then basically that's why he has my vote, James Harden. Because at the end of the day, I'm looking at the team, right? Russell Westbrook is just a one-man band.
Nah.
I mean, to me, he's having a great season by himself. But look at where's the team, 21-15 right now. You know what I mean? That's
in the
the
West.
issue.
In the West, though, it's not bad.
The Rockets only lost 7 times the whole year. That's basically my issue with him. Is it's all about just him and the stats. You know what I mean? You have to be a little bit more than that. You have to help your team win. Because right now, do anybody in this room see OKC winning one playoff game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They would probably win.
They would win one playoff
were
game
serious.
just off the strength of Westbrook's.
But and guess who? Because they're probably going to be the 8th seed, and they're going to play the Warriors. Do you see
They're not
that?
gonna play. They're not gonna be the 8th seed. If anything, the Lakers will sneak in there.
Oh yeah,
Because right now,
Shout out LA.
they're what, 6 seed?
OKC's going to be in the middle of the pack because so you got Golden
Warriors,
State,
uh-huh.
you got Golden State, San Antonio,
And then
Houston,
The Grizzlies.
OKC, the Grizzlies. I don't even know what the Clippers are doing. I'm just saying, like, OKC is in the middle of the pack right now. They're not going to be the AC, but just talking from a sheer MVP standpoint, who's your MVP, K-Ron?
Well, I have to agree with my man D over here. Well, no. First of all, I want to see Harden. I want to see Harden. Well, first of all, Harden and Russell are both Kobe's boys. All right, so Kobe has blessed both of them, if you will. All right.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to say, and I've been watching this closely, and this is what's exciting about the league this year, is these two guys going at it, going against each other, so to speak. If Russell ends the career, I'm gonna say this: if Russell ends, his season, all right, with a triple-double, averaging that, you have to give it to him. Okay? You have to. All right? But if he doesn't, all right, you have to look at what Houston's doing. You have to look at what that kid in Houston is doing. Harden is only averaging maybe an assist less than Russell, and with a higher win percentage for the season. Ooh. Okay? So when you take that into play, and all he did was, like we said before, figure out that he was a point guard and he needed to pass the ball. And really everything has changed. So, okay, can you average a triple-double? That's cool, but how many games are you winning because of that? Or how many games are you losing because of that? Which is, I'm sure, there's going to be a couple of games where he was just stretching. Now, I know he's doing everything he got, and he's working with less than what James Harden is working with. Definitely. Okay? But I think overall, James Harden is showing us a level that's just as exciting as Russell for the MVP race, but it's going to come down to numbers.
I agree. Hey, Mouse.
Man, the best player in the league, Kwame Brown. I'm just kidding. Dang, it's really between those two, James Harden and Russell Westbrook. Literally, Kareem took the words out of my mouth. It really does come down to the win percentages of Russell Westbrook. If he can actually win games more than what James Harden is doing, then obviously it'll be giving it to him. All right. But also, James Harden doesn't play defense as well as Russell Westbrook, and that's kind of my thing. Like, defense is very imperative. You know what I'm saying?
They all forgot about that, man.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
hey, but Steph don't really play defense.
That's what I was going to say.
Steph gets steals.
If he gets
I would look up James Harden's defensive stats this year, and I would be almost positive to say that it's a lot better.
I think it's just a matter of Harden giving effort on defense.
Sure.
Nobody's expecting him to be a lockdown defender, but if he just gives effort. Right. Token effort to look like he's going to slap the floor or something.
Right. I don't know. And then of course, I always like to flip the script and just and throw somebody in there like DeMarcus Cousins, the best big man in the league.
No. That's a Big 10-4 negative, buddy.
Yeah, no.
He's the most physically dominant.
Who's the best big man in the league?
No, he is. I would say he's the best big man in the league, but he's nowhere near the MVP list.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
I just like to throw that out there.
I
like Marcus Cousins. Show big man love.
Hey, well, look, I'm going to say this, and it probably won't happen. What about KD though?
Hey,
KD's playing well.
KD's balling, but. Yeah. Would he not get MVP vote simply because he's balling out with all that around?
Yeah, he's definitely.
You said this before the season. I think you said that might have happened because
I said somebody was going to ball out on that team. Whether it was Steph, KD, Clay, somebody was going to have a phenomenal season, and it's KD right now. But I'm like, does him playing on that great team hurt him in the MVP race?
Yes,
hurts all of them. Hurts
100%.
Yeah.
Think so?
And he knew this.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yes, because it almost gets lost in the sauce, if you so to speak. When you think of Houston, what's the first name that comes to mind? When you think of OKC, what's the first name that comes to mind? When you think of the Warriors, how many names come to mind? Curry, the first one's going to be Curry, and then you're going to think of Klay Thompson, Green, Green, whoever. KD's in that mix. KD needs to be. KD is the best player on the Warriors. I'll say it again. KD and
my bad. JaVale McGee,
and then KD are the best players on the Warriors. My bad. All right, you know what I'm saying? But Like that's real talk.
Yeah,
but
shout
he'll
out.
never get to shine because he's among so many great players, and they already went to the chip before him.
And then I also feel like inside, I feel like people just like so stay salty about him going there that no matter how well he does, they're not really gonna give it to him. Just because like people still kind of like have that feeling about the Warriors, you know what I mean? Getting KD.
Right.
So this, no matter how amazing his season is gonna be, I'm like, he got Curry, you know what I mean?
I mean, what
Rest of
it's
the
going
guys.
to boil down to is what the writers think. I mean, the writers are the ones that vote on it, so I
Yeah.
mean, they're going to be the ones that determine it. And I think it's Harden and Westbrook, and then maybe KD after that,
yeah.
or somebody else. But right now, I think it's a 2-horse race. But I mean, I'm gonna call it audible right now because I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for a minute.
What's up, Big Papa?
What's that?
I want to talk about Cleveland resting players. Cleveland Cavaliers resting players.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it keeps coming up, and there's a lot of people on both sides of it. And LeBron was talking, saying, oh well, I've played in every arena, and I got to take care of myself for the long run. But we always get on this conversation of LeBron's place in the pantheon of the NBA. Like, is he the greatest, or is Jordan the greatest, or is Kobe the greatest? Like, what's the order? And to me, him resting takes him down a notch in my book. Like, because I grew up in the Jordan era, and I don't remember Jordan not playing unless he was injured. Like I did, or retired playing baseball. Like I did, and I don't know. I know LeBron has played a lot of basketball, and it's not his fault. He came into the league at 18, and Jordan came in when he was a junior in college. The rules were totally different then. But to me, I think it takes him down a notch. And then you add to the fact that Kyrie and Kevin Love are both taking nights off, and I'm like, I can't. And they're still a great team, but I think if they were in the West, I don't think it would be going as well for them. They can just skate through the East, and they can do that. But I don't know how y'all feel about the King James resting.
I mean, it's not a new strategy. I would say. I mean, if we recall, Phil had Kobe on minutes. Phil had everybody on minutes. You know what I mean? It's not the same as sitting out games. Granted,
Right.
yeah, I get that. Yeah. But at the same time, we have to think about the era in which each of these guys played in. Now, Jordan played in the era which I would say is arguably more physical than more of a physical game than today's game. Yes.
Right.
However, the bigger athletes, the bigger size athletes, okay? You have 6'7", 6'8" point guards, right? I think Giannis is listed as a point guard or a shooting guard, which is crazy to me. As a matter of fact, from Milwaukee. But at any rate, you get these taller point guards, okay, who
John
didn't
Wall,
exist. I mean, this is a norm now. Back in the day, Magic was a point guard. We're like, what is this? You understand?
Was he 6'10"?
So,
6'5",
yeah, so
right.
these taller guys are asked to do a lot more physically. You understand? Like, it's not just the tall guys or the centers, the bigs go down low, play the post, run to the free throw line, come back, go to the side, come back. No, it's we're putting a lot of stress on our legs. We're playing a lot of minutes. Okay, we're putting a lot of stress on our whole body in general, and it's more of a sports science thing than just a playing games thing. So now we have scientists actually taking percentage of body fat and measuring your whole overall health, and they're putting it on a chart and planning your whole month or your whole schedule for you, and what's the optimum way to utilize your best performance.
Yeah.
So you're basically saying, like, science and medicine has advanced to the point where it says great players like LeBron, who does handle the ball a lot and does play a ton of minutes, should be resting as opposed to going full tilt like during the golden era of the NBA, where players just played
81 games.
Right.
Yes, and as we advance through the league and through the years, I would say we're going to get bigger, faster, stronger, and you have to adapt to prolong your career. Now remember, this isn't just for 2016-17. He wants to extend his career another 7 to 8 years, and in order to do that, he has to start that now.
Right. I feel you. Let's go to that former personal trainer. Are you still personal training?
Yeah, still personal trained. NASM certified always. But yeah, I mean, Kareem said it best. Like, he literally took everything I was thinking about. Like, first the era. Like, everybody always want to compare different eras. They're just different eras. Just right now, they're bigger, faster, stronger, and then nutrition and science has evolved. You know what I mean? So, like, by him becoming like a vegetarian during playoffs, just to be leaner and be faster, be quicker, it makes a huge difference. You know what I mean? So I can't really be mad at him because at the end of the day, the goal is to win the ring. It doesn't matter what you do in the regular season. Look at what happened to the Warriors. They were playing so well, you know what I mean, the whole time, and then in the finals they flopped. So right now he's dedicated to just win the ring. Another thing is he's been in the league since 19. He went to Olympic Games. I mean, he had a lot of wear and tears. I mean, and he's 6'8", like 265 pounds. That's a lot of impact coming down and dunking your knees and all this stuff. So, I mean, you know, if he takes a couple of games off, as long as he come back in the playoff and give 100%, I mean, is that really a big deal? You know what I mean?
Well, let me ask you this, because as a personal trainer, do you think it has anything to do with the intensity of LeBron's off-season workouts? Like, does that play a part into tearing your body down? Because
no,
Jordan used to lift weights, but I don't think he got after it as hard as LeBron does now.
No, like off season, LeBron don't really lift weights. He does more mobility.
Right.
I mean, if you watch his videos and his workout, it's all about conditioning, not a lot of strength. I mean, he's 6'8", 265. He kind of doesn't really need to get stronger. All he works on is really his conditioning. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. From flexibility, mobility, and then just his jumpers and stuff like that. Because now, like I say, man, like personal training and sports science has evolved so much. I mean, it's been 20 years. Think about it. You know what I mean? It's just like the way they were working out back in the day is different from the way they work out these days. From foam rolling to stretching, you know, everything's completely different. Yeah.
What you think, man? I know you stay fit. I saw your selfies the other night. What do you think about that?
Like my boy D here said, we keep it natural, man. We eat rice. We from Africa.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But
natural,
I'm definitely.
I ate rice. And look how it turned out.
You say you ate rice too? I think it's. As a Kobe Bryant fan, I will always bring it there. I'm always that guy who brings us back.
I'm glad you did, because I got something to say.
You gotta keep moving forward, though. You gotta keep moving forward in life.
Go ahead.
Guys, as a Kobe fan, I can always say I don't think Kobe Bryant would have ever dared to do that unless you told his mom that she had I don't know. Unless even in the flu, I mean, he had one of those games too, the same game that Jordan had. But Kobe is, and that's what I think makes the person. That's what makes the legend. Jordan playing through the flu. Kobe not really giving a damn what part of his body is broken. He's gonna play. Now LeBron, I feel like LeBron falls into more of the new age athlete.
Yes, sir.
The one who's a brand.
Soft.
Millennial.
No.
Yeah.
A brand.
And it's something like both.
He's definitely not soft.
And indeed, the video that you actually showed me today, he was the first one who showed me that.
Really?
Millennium. Yeah. And he brought that up. And I think it even goes into sports. Athletes they find themselves as more of a brand these days.
Yes.
You know, this, and I get it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
You know, take care of yourself. You know, we want you to win the ship, make as much money as you want. Mm-hmm. But you won't be a dog. I would not respect you as a dog like I respect Kobe and Jordan. I do think LeBron is the best athlete and basketball player, even to today's day. I still believe
better than Westbrook.
Yeah.
No.
But
yeah.
He's
6'8".
Yeah, he's 6'8".
And
this is just me not hating.
Yeah.
But taking off games and taking care of your body, I get it, it's for the shit. But man, you're losing so much credit from the guys at the barbershop because we don't respect you. Well, I don't.
I respect you.
No, I know you do, bro. But I don't. But do I respect him as a businessman and the best player in the game?
Bother me.
Yeah.
Because
I want to say on the Kobe tip, do you think that led? And I know Kobe was
injury,
38,
yep.
or 39, however he was.
Yes, I already know what you're gonna ask.
But do you think that his mentality to just go out there and lay it on the line every single night, play through injury, do you think that played a part into his body breaking down those last 3-4 seasons, or do you think because you could say the same thing for Kobe as LeBron? You look at all the championships that Kobe went to, played in the Olympics, came in high school, like could could Kobe have scared LeBron into what he's doing now? Like maybe
That's
he looked,
a good
maybe he,
question.
maybe he looked at Kobe
Probably.
and was like yo,
I mean-
Kobe was an animal with it.
Yeah.
But if I go that hard, like I might be walking funny when I'm 38.
Yeah.
Put it to you like this: back in the '90s, back when we were growing up, right? If you were called upon to play for the Olympics, did you turn it down?
No.
Never. It was unheard of to turn it down, right?
Right.
Nowadays, I don't think I'll do that. Right? They'll because why? What's the reason why they
Paul
want to play the
George.
Olympics? Because they don't want to risk injury.
Yeah,
They
Paul
want
George.
to. They want to train.
Yeah, Paul George.
They want to be healthy for the upcoming season, and they want to put all those miles on their legs. But back in the day, you're right. It was unheard of. It was an honor to play for your country. It still is,
Right.
but it was more important back then.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can jump into that because I want to talk about that on another show, whether it's time to turn it back over to the college kids for the Olympics. But we can talk about that on another show. But Amon, you've been quiet, man. What you think about this whole wrestling thing? Like
Honestly,
if you was a fan
okay.
and Cleveland was coming to town, they was coming to DC to play the Wizards,
But LeBron
and you got your tickets, you was all excited, you was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get LeBron's autograph," and
He actually would sound like that, by the way.
Yeah.
He's my brother.
and he didn't even get on the plane.
Yeah.
Like him,
Kyrie.
Kevin Love, and Kyrie didn't even get on the plane. They all stayed in Cleveland, and they sent the B squad to come play the Wizards. Like how would you feel as a fan?
I'm not.
All right. First of all, just like LeBron, because he kicked the Wizards out in 06-07 season and 08.
I think it was 09 too.
And 09. He kicked the
Oh,
Wizards out
grudges.
every season. When they went
I'm
to the
with him,
playoffs.
though. I'm sorry. Still.
All right. However, I will say this. I'll take a wait and see approach, only for the mere fact that, let's say he goes to the ship and actually wins the championship. Then it'll be like, oh wow, he's smart. He actually, rested his body, and look how, more awake he is for the playoffs and for the end of the season run.
Right.
And then if he loses, then everybody's gonna go ahead and be like, well, he rested, and that's why he was off his game. He wasn't shooting those, his free throw. He wasn't on his game because he took a rest. It's a wait and see approach for me.
But I mean,
Simple.
so I mean, like I said, like if you got to the game and he wasn't playing, like would you be salty? Like would
Yeah. Nah. I mean, the Wiz comes out with a dub. Shit.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Like thanks fellas. Thanks.
I'm
for staying
a Washingtonian. Remember that. So Washington team's all the way.
Hey, I mean, rest or no rest, I mean, LeBron is going to go down as one of the greatest, and I'm probably one of LeBron's biggest haters.
Agreed.
But he'll never be the GOAT to me for whole reasons in his game and stuff like that. But we can argue with LeBron is the best of this era, where Jordan was the best of his era, Kobe was the best of his era. It's all gone in cycles. But LeBron will never be the GOAT to me. Jordan will forever be the GOAT.
Agreed.
Until somebody comes in and shows me their ability to dominate the game on both ends like he did.
That kid is in middle school right now, John.
I'm sure.
He's in
but
middle
that's what
school.
I'm saying. Like Jadakiss had it in the song. He was like, "Why is that dude up north that was better than Jordan ain't get his chance?"
I love that
ain't
lyric.
get
That was one of
break.
my favorite lyrics of all time.
Like because there's probably somebody out there that was, but he just didn't get his opportunity. Like he didn't have his grades right, got in trouble. Like you never know. But Jordan did what he did, and he's the GOAT. But I mean that was great. I love NBA too. I mean, once the NFL is over, I'll be 100% into the NBA. But switching gears now, I want to talk about college football. The national championship game is on. The last time I checked, Alabama was winning 17-7. It hasn't been much of a game from what I can tell. Yeah, it's still 17-7 in the third quarter. I mean, Alabama's just a juggernaut, and
they have NFL players. You know what I mean? That's what it is. They're a JV NFL team.
And I mean,
that's why they win.
The question.
Definitely.
The question is, would winning tonight make Alabama a dynasty, or are they already a dynasty?
Winning last year made them a dynasty.
They're already.
I agree. I think winning last year made them.
They won 3 of the last 4.
Yes.
They probably they
already
won
dynasty.
4 at Alabama so far. He ain't won one at LSU.
Yeah, so I mean, they have like stacked defenses. Like every first round, there's got to be somebody from Roll Tide everywhere. You know what I mean? So Nick Saban just did a fantastic job. You know what I mean?
Would you say? Papa, would you say he's the best college coach of all time? Are you ready to say that?
My thing is like I used to not want to say Saban was the best because I always have this feeling towards people that hoard the greatest talent because I'm a youth football coach and I see coaches that they get all the best players and then they win a championship and they want to say, "Oh, I'm a great coach." Like your players were just better than everybody else on the field. And I know you comparing youth to college is something different. But when I sat and I started looking at it from a coach's standpoint, and after coaching in high school, like I really started thinking about it, and I was just like, it takes a strong coaching staff to take that much talent and humble them
And keep
to
them
where
happy.
it's we before me. Because a lot of coaches can get that kind of talent together, but they can't corral it. Like I also like the Georgia Bulldogs. And Georgia will get a ton of talent. Like Georgia, I think is like top 3, recruiting class right now. They'll get those players in, but they can't seem to make it translate as well as Alabama does because they just can't seem to find a way to optimize that talent.
And why do you think is that? Because I have noticed that Georgia gets great recruiting classes.
Because like the thing about LSU, and a couple of years ago they had Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry, Jeremy Hill as a running back. And what happened to Les Miles? You know what I mean? So it's cool to have talents, but you still have to make them in a good position.
Well, Zach Mettenberger happened to them.
Yeah, but then that's what I'm talking about. It's like it doesn't. I mean, talents does matter, but also someone that can put them in the right place, in the right system, in the right position,
exactly,
to make those plays. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I'm definitely with you on that. Okay, Ron. Alabama dynasty.
Or I would say definitely Alabama's a dynasty. Like you said before, I say Alabama was a dynasty last year. It's something to be said about Saban in the sense that how he can motivate young athletic minds. I would say he doesn't have a knack for it in the NFL. We know that. We've seen that.
9 games in bad,
which is why he should
8-8.
Yeah, and he found his niche and he stuck to it. And it's crazy because ever since he's right back to winning. So he took a hiatus to come to the league. He tried it out and it didn't work. And he's right back to winning. And he's winning big. So I would say that not only you have to see it as a dynasty, but then you have to rank this dynasty among dynasties.
They've passed Miami to me. They've passed Miami.
Wow.
And I'm a Miami.
Say that.
Wow.
That's big.
Margaret,
which Miami though? Which Miami? The 80s or the 2000s?
I think that's somewhat overrated now.
Alabama's dynasty has surpassed Miami.
Yeah, and I can say that. They've
Yeah.
surpassed the Andre Johnson, the Reggie. Yeah, because the last
Because that was loaded.
years,
That was loaded.
it's been Alabama.
I mean, we can get on that. I mean, look it up real quick. How many national championships Miami won in their heyday, and just look at what Alabama's doing right now. They won 5. Yeah. So I mean, they had their time. They had again. It's like era versus era.
Yeah.
Miami was the greatest dynasty of their era, and Alabama is it right now.
Yep.
And I don't see it changing anytime soon.
I don't either.
Unless Alabama has some sort of scandal.
Yeah.
And I've been saying it for the longest time, man.
So scandal's the only thing to take them down.
As soon as Nick Saban leaves,
NCAA gonna do something.
NCAA is going to come down hard on cats because all that stuff is going to come out.
Yeah.
What did say? So Big Papa, he has previously predicted this. By the way,
been saying
he said this. He said
I've been saying
the
it.
way that Alabama is gonna fall is how.
But I doubt it's gonna
It's some
happen.
scandal.
Yeah, I mean the reason why I doubt is like I feel like
You think all those 5-star kids are being maintained legally?
like, listen, I mean,
NCAA legally?
I'm not gonna say anything on the mic, on the record, you know what I mean? But I'm just gonna tell you this: like Saban is kind of like Belichick. You know what I mean? I just see them as being so smart and kind of get away with stuff. They know how to, you know what I mean? They're the kind of people that they're gonna read the rule book and they're gonna do exactly what he said, but it's just in a different way. So I don't see that happening. I just feel like USC and Pete Carroll, they're all like kind of reckless with it. But Saban is just too smart. I don't think anything is going to come out.
What you think, Emma?
Man,
Alabama.
One word comes to mind, and that's consistency, and that's what Alabama has. First off, shout out to Jonathan Allen. Went to my high school.
Why do you have a smooth voice? I've never noticed that. You have a really smooth, seductive voice.
Thanks,
wow.
Jonathan Allen, that's a diss right
A
there.
lot of smooth one on jazz.
His voice has been. you notice how smooth his voice has been since he hit that Drake.
Still emotional.
He started singing and all of a sudden his voice just smoothed out.
You need 40 now.
Continue.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's consistency, man. Like, how many players do they lose to the NFL draft and then just next man up and he's producing
next 5-star
top, next 5-star recruit up.
Yeah, but they just emptied the clip and loaded in another one full of
and,
hollow
and
points.
that's the crazy part about it, and that they're still winning left and right, and not just winning by a field goal or a one possession game. No, they are punishing their opponents, and that's the key word is consistency. They have that. Kids are dedicated. They buy into the program that Nick Saban has produced. And the production speaks for itself.
But so I want to say, how much of that do you think is directly related to them being an NFL factory?
I mean, Nick Saban has NFL experience, so
I mean, their backups are going in like the second and third round.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when you think about it like that, I mean, the one thing that Alabama hasn't really produced is quarterbacks. But with a strong defense, and I will always say this regardless, and I love Brady and Rodgers, defense wins championships.
That's right.
More than anything else.
Agreed.
Like the Patriots won Super Bowls not just because of Brady, but because they locked the other team down. Offense can't get it done, but defense wins championships.
That's right, because people don't realize that Brady was off the field the last Super Bowl.
Butler
made the play.
Malcolm Butler.
Big Papa's right, exactly.
And then the one the Patriots won prior to that with Adam Vinatieri, William McGinnis got that sack on third.
But Brady got him down the field on that one. But it was still a dominant team.
But New England's defense had to get the stop for Brady to have those drives for Vinatieri to get those kicks.
Even last year, the Broncos.
So let's mix this up a little bit. Let's make it interesting before we get off. Then it's would you say that Brady is somewhat of a product of a system? Or what? Because these two gentlemen, I'm trying to start something here in the car.
Definitely.
I'm trying to start something.
Definitely.
Would you say that Brady was somewhat of a product of a system?
No, ask the question that you asked before. That's not the question.
Is Aaron Rodgers better than
Tom Brady?
Do you see the ridiculousness of this?
Okay.
Do you see the ridiculous?
Remove the ring.
Start off this time. Remove the ring. Y'all do y'all thing, but I'm gonna start.
Go ahead, Pop.
Okay,
Go ahead, Pop.
So when I can look at the two, I the way they came into it was different. Like Aaron sat behind, Favre, learned the game. He had all the natural talent. Like you can't develop an arm like that.
Yeah.
Like he was blessed with that. But he came in, learned the game, and then he started, being a surgeon with it and dissecting. Brady came into it with zero height, but made his way to the backup. We all know the story. Drew Bledsoe got his kidney or spleen blown up.
Mo Lewis did that.
Mo Lewis
played for the Jets.
Thanks.
It worked out well for us.
And he comes in, but he wasn't the trigger man. Mm-hmm. They played tough defense. They ran the ball with Antoine Smith, and Brady complemented that. Mm-hmm. But as the team evolved, he got better. The system changed. They started airing it out. They got Randy Moss on the squad.
Yes.
Things changed and got different.
David Patton.
And then it became where it was Brady, and it didn't even really matter who his receivers were. Mm-hmm. Outside of Randy Moss, and Gronk is on a whole nother level as far as tight ends.
He's a mutant.
But when you look at New England's wide receivers, they're not really anything special.
Yes.
They get where they need to be, and Brady finds them. Brady is super accurate. But then when you look at Rodgers on the other side of it,
same thing, I would say.
right? Rodgers had the same thing. He has played with so many different, sets of receivers. He had Donald Driver and Jennings and Jordy Nelson was the young guy.
Randall Cobb.
Randall Cobb.
And now the big kid.
Devontae Adams. He's
his career, Bubba Franks.
Yeah, I mean the parallels are there, but I can't sit up here and say that it's a system. I think Mike McCarthy obviously puts him into the best possible place to win, but at this point in his career, Rodgers is the offensive coordinator. Like, he changes plays, he does the protections. He's just on another level up there with Brady. But that's just my 2 cents. So
to me, it's pretty simple. I just feel like every time you want to compare players, you have to look at if they switch teams, who will be better. If you put Rodgers on the Patriots, he's still gonna be killing. He's probably gonna be better than Brady because he'll be more mobile than Tom Brady. So to me, I don't even think it's really easy because every single time they put another quarterback to play in that system, in the New England system, they did pretty well. Look at the beginning of this year. Jimmy, whatever his name was.
Garoppolo.
Yeah, he did really well until he got hurt. Even the backup.
Brissett?
Yeah, even him, he did very well, So
you're saying Brady is the system quarterback?
I'm not saying
more so than Rodgers.
No. Yeah. More so than Rodgers. And then I feel like if you put Rodgers in that system, literally, he'll be so great in that system and even better than Brady. So, but if you put Brady in a regular system that McCarthy is running right now, I don't think he will excel as well as Rodgers.
I can smoke a bag of that.
Well, I'll say this: if we're going to talk about system quarterbacks, and we're going to talk about systems, and we're going to talk about how well a quarterback is going to play within that system, and how that quarterback will play within another system, well then, and we're judging backup quarterbacks on that very same system that succeed. Well, isn't it just that? It's just the system, or is it a little bit different? Now, what I will say is this: Matt Castle, 11-5 the year that Tom Brady went down. That's fine. Matt Flynn steps in for Aaron Rodgers, throws for freaking 7 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns, or what have you. All right. This is the form. This is where you can pinpoint the system working for you. When your backup can step in for the starting quarterback and still be successful and win your games. Now, where do you separate yourself from the system? The playoffs.
Yeah,
the clutch moments. The times that you're called upon to lead your team and you succeed.
I like
right?
that. I can dig that.
Right?
But I'm still
over the years. Now, you look at the tape as well. You have 10 plus years Brady. You have 8 plus years Rodgers, or am I wrong? Right? Both teams, both guys have had plenty opportunity to get in the playoffs at half. As a matter of fact, I don't know of another NFC team that has gotten to the playoffs more in that span than Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
8 years straight.
However, if it's this close, which we can say it is, all right, then what else differentiates you? And that's your rings, baby.
Yeah, but then the problem with the rings argument is that you don't take in account the first 3 rings. It was the defense. So if you want to bring the rings out,
show me stats.
I mean, come on, man. We all know.
Show me stats that Tom Brady didn't win those games.
Listen.
And I'm a Jets fan.
Listen, Big Papa just talked about it. They were running the ball and they had a great defense. Even the last Super Bowl Tom Brady won, he didn't really win it.
So you mean to tell me
Butler won it for him? That's why he gave the truck for the MVP.
The first bowl that Brady won, who was the Super Bowl MVP?
For that game,
what night was it? Was it Teddy Bruschi or
no? That was Brady.
Super Bowl MVP.
That was Brady.
Vinatieri, right? It wasn't Vinatieri.
Look it up. Somebody look it up. I don't even know.
Oh man,
I want to say it, but I want somebody to look it up.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's not.
Was he on offense?
Ty Law. Was it Ty Law?
But then that's what I'm saying. He's not even about that.
Not against the Packers. I'm talking about the one against.
guess
The
who?
first one against the
Rams.
It was against the Rams. Who was the offensive
right
MVP?
now.
It was the wide receiver, sir. It
Short
was
Brown?
the wide receiver.
No, the wide receivers.
Deion Branch.
No, Branch
That
was on the
second.
last one.
That was the third or second.
That was the
Branch
second one against
yeah,
the Rams.
yeah,
It
you're
wasn't
right.
against the Packers.
No.
And I think that was against the Eagles,
Hold
right?
on.
No.
Hold on.
That was against the Eagles.
Deion Branch was against the Eagles. Tom Brady he won the first two. Deion
yeah,
Branch
first
was the
two.
third
So within the
one.
three.
Tom Brady won the
within
first
three,
two
right?
MVPs.
So Tom Brady won the
Yeah,
first
but
two,
then-
and then Deion Branch won the three. Two offensive players.
Nah, but then
Won three
that's what I'm
MVPs.
saying. Now, if you're
in the
looking
Super
at
Bowl.
just the Super Bowl game, that's an issue. You want to talk about the playoff to the run.
But
The
I'm
whole
just saying-
season
but you-
matter.
but you-
So the
you
season
said-
matter,
you said
the
the Super
players
Bowl.
matter, and the Super Bowl matters.
But you said the Super Bowl.
I mean, what are we talking about here? We talking about winning,
talking
right?
about
We're
what you're
talking
talking
about. We're talking about the system.
Yeah.
The quarterbacks
So
in the
that-
system.
that's what I'm saying.
And if there's
Like,
if
like-
the system
like-
has
like-
something to do with their success.
I already say the system has something to do. The coaching has something to do.
Sure.
And the defense has something to do.
Sure, the defense
You know,
has something to do.
last year, who won the Super Bowl last year? The Broncos, right?
Yes,
Do you think the quarterback did that much?
he did enough.
He
to
did
win the
enough.
game.
That's basically what I'm saying. It's like the Patriots always had a better defense than whatever the Packers.
First of all, Broncos got nothing to do with this. Broncos is a whole other team altogether. We're discussing two guys. We're not even discussing teams. We're discussing two guys and their relevance to their winning, to their team's winning. Now, both of which have a huge part in their team's winning, respectively. All I'm saying is there's one A and one B. There's the Tom Brady, and then there's everybody else who we're going to compare Tom Brady to.
yeah, but the issue
compared
but
to Tom Brady,
yeah,
rather.
Yeah, the issue with
I
your
feel you.
argument is this. The issue with your whole argument is this. If you want to compare quarterback, you want to compare wins because right now you're bringing the Super Bowls, right? I just talked to you about system, and if you switch places, who's going to be better? Now, once you talk about rings, you talk about the whole team. We talk about special teams. You talk about defensive coordinators, offensive coordinator, the whole team. But now, if you want to bring the team, I think overall the Patriots has the better team around.
Right, but I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
But it to me, just to wrap it up, I'll just say this: like when we talk about quarterbacks, when they win, we always want to give the quarterbacks all the praise. Like, oh, Brady led them. Brady led them. But if they lose, then it seems to be other reasons why they lost.
Always.
Like,
Always.
and that's why I don't like the rings are a part of it. You can't deny that. But like Marino doesn't have any rings.
He was
but
one of
that
the
doesn't
greatest.
that doesn't
Yep.
make him one any less great.
Great, yeah.
But it gets dicey because football is a team sport.
You have a ring.
I don't know, man.
I mean, we can get on that and the
I have
greatest
a-
list. We'll do that for the next show. We'll talk about the
problem, you
greatest
got it.
quarterbacks, and we'll rank them 1 through 10 or whatever, and we'll argue them all. But I mean, this show has been great. I've definitely missed it. I'm glad we were able to get it in. Like, I ain't gonna front. Like, I was like, man, doing this on a Monday is gonna suck. But once we got everything settled and we got back into motion, the vibe is right once again, and I can never complain about that. But just to wrap it up, normally, I just sign us out, but I want to give everybody a chance to say something at the end of the show because it is the first show of 2017, and just like impart some wisdom for 2017 in terms of whatever you're thinking, like being a brand new person or getting healthy or loving thy neighbor, whatever kind of message you want to throw out there. You got a minute and a half. I'll start with
Or a Big Papa gonna put you in a headlock.
Indeed.
Because that.
My message for everybody for 2017, I would say is be true to yourself. I would say so much is going on around you to distract you, to make you think you're less of who you are, to make you think you are not as good as you are. And I would say just be true to yourself. Recognize your inner strength, your inner power. And overcome all the obstacles, man. And it's not easy, but this is the task at hand. So it's either get down or lay down. You feel me? So
I'm with that. D, what you got? What's your message? For
Yeah,
2017?
my message is just listening to different voices. Like I feel like a lot of the time, like we kind of like to hear our own voices. You know what I mean? Like me talking here with all of you guys, especially Kareem, we kind of go back and forth. But I like that because now it's like I'm listening to what he's saying, and I can guarantee you next week I'll have a different opinion over the whole thing. So sometimes I just think like instead of us talking over our heads from like Republicans, Democrats, from sports fans, all that, I think we kind of need. So like sometimes take the time and just listen to what the other person has to say without wanting to say something back quickly. Just listen first, let that sink in, register. And I think that's what everybody should do this year. Just listen to the other side.
I like
listen.
That one word, listen. Amo, what's your message for 2017?
Guys, don't pet the sweaty things, but don't sweat the petty things.
Whoa!
Let me just.
I wasn't prepared for that.
I like that. I like that.
All right. It's like that, and then look, be a better you.
I'm impressed. God,
nobody saw that coming.
I didn't see that coming.
I didn't come. You said sweaty. I was like,
here we go.
Don't sweat the sweaty things, but don't sweat the petty things. All right?
I like
just
that.
be a better you. Find every way, every day to motivate yourself to become a better person than you were yesterday.
I'm with
Done.
that.
Man.
So when I came to America, there was a movie called The Iron Giant when I was a kid, and you guys make fun of it as much as you want. But
I love the story, by the way.
This has actually probably changed my life, and I feel like it can change any young or older person's life. But the message is simple: be who you want to be. You are who you choose to be.
Mm-hmm.
Forget religion, forget race, forget whatever it is, forget your differences. Whatever you want to do in this world. And this comes from me and Big Papa, Kareem, D, and Amo, and our new engineer, Ram. Go for it. You get one of this life, and you don't know what's tomorrow. You're not guaranteed it. Go for it.
Indeed. My message is, to round this out and close out the show, is choose love. Like, for better part of the last 2 years, like, if anybody that follows me on Facebook, like, I'm always trying to put out some kind of positive message. Like, I'm all about positivity. Like, and to me, positivity equals love. And when you choose to love your fellow man more so than hating them, it feels better, man. Like, like I said, I playfully hate on LeBron. I don't really hate LeBron. I just do that for giggles and making it interesting. But when you love people, when you love a person, even if you don't know them, if you just love humanity enough to where you could offer a homeless person a few dollars without thinking like, oh, they're gonna go smoke it up. Like if you can open the door for somebody, say hello, smile at somebody, support what they're doing. Like if somebody started a business and just support it.
Support Barbershop Talk.
Yeah, I mean, we always appreciate everybody's support, but just spread love, spread positivity. Just stop the negativity in 2017 because we need to come together. Like, and I don't want to get into politics and all of that, but we're a nation divided, and we need to come together and love each other. And like Landis said, don't worry about race, because at the end of the day, like, race was a social construct that was created.
Yeah.
There's no black, there's no white, there's no this or that.
Culture, baby. Culture.
Like, we're different skin tones, but we're all people. And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. So spread love, hug somebody, tell your family you love them. I love all you fellas here. This is family.
Set realistic goals.
Oh yeah.
Realistic goals.
And that's from our engineer,
realistic
man.
goals.
That's from
Set
our
realistic goals.
Yes.
I'm with that. Like, and hey, it takes patience. Like, when you're setting realistic goals, it takes patience. Like, I was just telling the fellas on Friday night, what we're doing right now with Barbershop Talk is wonderful and it's amazing and it has so much potential, but we can't rush it. Like, we got to be patient and let the process work itself out. And I think it'll be fruitful in the end. And like I said, in 10 years from now, if we're a syndicated, radio, show, I'll be pushing 50, but it won't even matter because I would have been on that road with you guys and made it happen and made it work, and I can, you know, I'm all about leaving a legacy behind, you know, for my youngins and you know, making them proud of me. So, but I love it. I love this show. I love you guys. I love everybody. I love everybody that tuned in. Thank you for tuning in on Facebook Live. And, you know, share it, man. You know, share the show. You know, let us know. Give us your feedback as always. You know, it's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, man. I really want to say thank you guys for having me. You know,
it's good having you, man.
All right, thanks for being here, bro.
We're definitely gonna have you on sometime soon, man. We love your energy.
Inshallah,
we appreciate it.
Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.
And we want to thank Big Papa for holding us down, keeping us all.
Yeah, Pop.
Yeah, keeping us all in control today. So,
hey,
big ups to him.
just call me the Brady of this thing.
The Brady.
Oh, nice.
Are you the Belichick? Are you the Brady?
Nah, I'd rather be the quarterback in that situation. I couldn't play quarterback right now to save my life, so I'm gonna have that fantasy. But
and then Ram will be our Belichick. He's the mastermind. He's the new mastermind.
Hey,
So.
you be the orchestrator, man. You pull the strings.
All right, man. We're gonna do this.
This is the Barbershop Talk, and we out.
All right.
Cheers. Let's cut.
This should be played at high volume.
This is Barbershop Talk.
Coming to you live from the DMV. This is Barbershop Talk.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?